Hi everyone, welcome to Ethereum Update. I'm Bob Chow. How are you guys doing today? Today we're going to answer a very important question. What are the people that are investing in Ethereum? Who are they? What are their characteristics? What are their demographics? We're going to explore this question today, and I hope to shed some light upon the type of person a typical Ethereum investor is. And once I share these results, you guys can take a look at yourself and to see whether you guys fit in the typical mold of what an Ethereum investor is. So getting this type of information is rather difficult because, as you guys know, Ethereum investors value their privacy and don't like to give out their demographic data. However, by combining a variety of different sources such as YouTube Analytics, Google Analytics, as well as Alexa Analytics, as well as some demographic information from the Pew Research Center, I was able to piece together some estimates of what I believe is representative data for the demographics of Ethereum investors. So let's take a quick look at some of the results. Okay, so taking a look at these first results, I believe that the ages of the Ethereum investors are as follows. So if you look at this chart, ages 13 through 17, 0%, 18 through 24, so these are like college-aged people, about 5%, 25 through 34, about 36%, 35 through 44 years of age, comprises about 31% of the investors, 45 through 54, about 17%, 55 through 64, about 6%, and 65 plus, about 5% of the Ethereum investors. So one thing to note is that it's a relatively young person's game in terms of the bulk of the investors appear to be between 25 years of age and 44 years of age. In other words, if we look at an age chart, these two columns, which represent the ages of 25 through 45 years of age, make up about 2/3 of the investing audience in Ethereum. You know, what's notable is that the people who are 45 to 54 comprise a smaller percentage compared to 25 through 44. And typically, I would expect 45 to 54 to be a larger proportion, especially in terms of stocks, because as you guys know, 45 through 54, that's the prime age to invest in more traditional securities like stocks and bonds. So the next data point is in regards to gender. I believe that for whatever reason, males outweigh females by a lot. I believe that 95% of Ethereum investors are male, and for whatever reason, only 5% are female. Next, with regard to education, I've got a breakdown between the Ethereum investor and the US average. So 17% have graduate degrees, 25% have college degrees but not graduate degrees, 25% have some college but did not complete a college degree, and 33% completed high school or no high school. Now, comparing these numbers to the US average, the US average has about 12% of the overall population with graduate degrees, so therefore the Ethereum investor appears to have a higher percentage of graduate degree holders than the US average in general. Likewise, for college degrees, the Ethereum investor has 25% versus the US average of 20%. Some college Ethereum investor versus US average about the same. And with respect to high school or lower, the Ethereum investor has about 33% versus the US average of 41% of the overall population. Next, looking at income, I believe the breakdown is as follows. And these are rounded numbers, so just to just to clarify, they didn't necessarily come out to 40%, 40%, 20% exactly, but these are just kind of rough numbers. 75,000 and above, I believe that about 40% of the Ethereum investors make about 75,000 and above. 40% make about 30,000 to 75,000, and less than 30,000, about 20%. And I just want to also clarify that these numbers are for U.S. investors, and all of these numbers actually are intended for U.S. numbers. A political affiliation. You know what? What's interesting is that I believe that Ethereum investors appear to be pretty evenly spread across conservative, moderate, and liberal ideology. So the moderate and the liberals do outweigh the conservatives by a little bit, but not by much. Conservative has about 30%, moderate about 35%, liberal about 35%. With respect to when people started searching for Ethereum, most people started searching for Ethereum around Q2 of 2017. So, I think that maybe a lot of you guys thought, oh my gosh, what if I'd gotten into Ethereum a little bit earlier? I certainly think that myself, but it's important to remember that, most people weren't in on Ethereum at the very beginning. In fact, most people started searching for Ethereum around Q2 of 2017. And when I say most people, I mean the people who actually know about Ethereum now. And as you guys know, most of the general population still doesn't know about Ethereum. So of the people who do know about Ethereum nowadays, most of them started searching for Ethereum around Q2 of 2017. Q2 of 2017 corresponds to April, May, and June of 2017. So I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. What I'll do in my next video is a question and answer for myself. So if you have questions for me, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability in the next video about myself. Okay, well, I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. And if you found this video to be helpful, please feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, or share this video. Thank you so much. Bye.